Hey guys, sorry about that. I was having technical difficulties. So let's get through this. Sole proprietorship takes up 72% of the market. So 72% of business structures are sole proprietorship. So they're the most popular, but they make up only 4% of the income generated by all the business structures. So they make up 72% of the population, but they only bring in 4% of the income accumulated or earned by all of the business structures combined. Nevertheless, you're not a statistic, so you will be as successful as you want to be. These numbers don't define you. I know they don't define me. So let's go through some pros and cons. The pros are that it's really easy to start a sole proprietorship. It's very minimal in its application, and it's stress-free in its pursuing. So it's quick and simple, which is probably part of the reason why it's the most popular. Also, pride of ownership. You own your own company. There aren't any implications that there's anyone else involved when you have a sole proprietorship. In its identification, it's all you. And there's a certain pride that people have specific to that detail. Retention of all profits. So everything you make, you keep. Ideally, the money goes back into your business because you want to stay in business. So it's ideal to put your money back and give yourself a little. But you could just keep everything if you wanted to because you make the rules. Another pro is that there are no special taxes. You'll find, as we'll discuss in later videos, that there are special taxes associated with the other forms of business. With sole proprietorship, everything you make is almost like you're claiming it the way you would if you were working for another company. You just file your taxes with your salary, and you do the same with sole proprietorship. There's nothing special done, and that's a big deal because with other entities, it gets very technical. Let's go through some cons. Brace yourself. So, some of the cons is that you have unlimited liability. So if someone if someone is unhappy with your service or unhappy with the work you performed on their hair or their car, they can sue you. And if you, by chance, don't have the money to take care of the lawsuit and it's justified that you owe them that money, they can go past your business and say, okay, the business doesn't have money for this. But what about your house? I'll take that. And it can go as far into however many assets you have as an individual because there's unlimited liability in sole proprietorship, which is probably the reason why companies like Walmart and JCPenney and H.J. Heinz, who all started out as sole proprietorships, moved to other forms of business because there's just way too much liability. Something to note, but you can change, remember that. Another con is lack of continuity. Sole proprietorships are uncertain in the details of income coming in because it's only you pushing for your business. It's only you as the marketer. It's only you as the accountant. It's only you as the custodian. You do everything. So if life happens and you put your business to the side, you could very well have your last week of business when something in your own personal life goes awry, So lack of continuity is a big reason why sole proprietorships historically have folded. Lack of money. So because you're sole proprietorships, when you go to a bank to get a loan, because at some point you'll want to aspire to achieve higher than your income allows, but you have visions of being bigger. So you'll go to a bank, but a bank sees you as a person when you're a sole proprietor. They don't see the company as in the other entities. They look at the company and the company's behavior and the company's history. When you're a sole proprietor, they look at you. What's your credit score? What's your credit history? They don't necessarily care about the business, and they're more likely to turn you down for a loan because if they don't see the possibility of you as a person being able to pay it back. That's a detail that matters. Difficulty in hiring. As a sole proprietor, it's very difficult to gain employees because employees want to look for stability in an employer. And if you can't offer things like health insurance, which many sole proprietors cannot because their income doesn't allow it, the money that the company has coming in doesn't allow for things like that or 401k, an employee lacks security with that business type. And what I was thinking was, why not just order contracted employees? Everywhere now you can hire an employee for just one day of service or just for a specific project and pay them that. So this detail of the con is not necessarily one that can't be worked around. This is just an outline of a few of the pros and cons of sole proprietorship and something to consider when you're forming your business structure. I know there was a big deal for me, and because of this information, I'm changing my entity. So thank you guys for watching so much. So subscribe to my channel so you can be kept informed, and share it so that others who might have the entrepreneurial spirit or might just want to have this information will be able to know it. You can also follow me on Instagram. I am LaShare Nicholson. I hope to see you there and in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.